this panel section is blockchain for financial inclusion in Africa. Blockchain for financial inclusion in Africa. And I'm so much interested in this topic. And I so much have a lot of questions to ask our panelists. So please, we'll be having Mr. Chuta. Please, your time start now. Please, the mic is yours, Mr. Chuta.
Hello, Mr. Yeah, Chuta. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone.
Good.
And thanks to the organizers of this event, the leadership of NOPSA, and all the participants that took out time to log into this virtual conference. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here and also be able to share my thoughts with you guys. I've been in the blockchain space for a pretty long time. I mean, long enough to know how this industry has really disrupted and transformed the entire financial system, not just in Nigeria, but across Africa and even in the world. One of the things that gets readily in mind when you talk about the innovation of blockchain technology is cross-border payments and remittances. A few years ago, for you to send money to someone in East Africa from Lagos, Nigeria, it will take a minimum of 5 days before that person will get that money. And if someone wires money for you from the US to Nigeria, it will take you a minimum of 3 days for you to be able to get that money. And aside from the slow nature of such transfers, it's also expensive. People pay between 7 to 20% in terms of remittance fees. But a few years ago, we started seeing the innovation of blockchain technology, which completely cuts down the transaction rates, the transaction time, and also broke down the walls of countries that usually stop us from having this kind of free flow of financial transaction. So in the forefront of what and how blockchain is transforming and innovating the financial sector in Africa is remittance and cross-border payment. Most people in Nigeria or in generally across Africa, we have family members working in Europe, working in America, working in China, and so on, just to be able to help their loved ones, family members that are back home in Nigeria. And now it has become super easy for you to work in any of those places and send money. People are innovating massively. I was in an event on Wednesday this week, and I met a project team that is able to send USDT straight to a wallet address, and that money will be deposited in the individual's bank account in split seconds. And I really thought that was a very innovative solution that they are building there. So if you look at the impact that this has had, even in traditional financial system, you see that most of them has even innovated. Most of them have even chosen to rebuild and rebrand and reposition their products. Then let's look at the other part, which is another important area that is making impact in Africa, and nobody would deny it. When it comes to trade, it is very easy now for people to trade across Africa using either Bitcoin or USDT or stable coins to make those transactions. I mean, this is massive. This is massive. So when you mention some of these key areas where we're seeing this transformation, you see that the more people trade, the more people transact, it increases wealth. It creates opportunity for people to have access to the financial market. But let's also look at on individual level how blockchain is also enabling people to have access to finance. Many of us who are in this call, we are familiar with the concept of decentralized finance, where you are able to create an account, get some digital asset or stable coins into your wallet, and you are able to lend that money or use that money as collateral to even get a loan. I mean, if you look at the country, you'll see that the banks are not designed for poor people. Poor people only carry their money and take it in the bank. And when they need anything like loan, they'll come and start asking them to go and bring the certificate of occupancy of a house that does not exist and all that. So, I mean, these are, it's a real thing now that you could actually have access to finance using blockchain technology. I mean, if it's to lend or is to borrow, the decentralized finance already makes that possible for us. Thank you so much for listening.